Hello and welcome, it's me, Mik Scarlet here, again with the Love Lounge. Now, we've just had a letter in from a lovely mum called Carla, who has a daughter who is disabled, who is dating a lovely young man who is disabled, and he lives in a shared house with another disabled young man. She's very cool. She said she'd like him to come and stay, and that's all going through the care process. To make sure it's all right. She's even said they can share a room or have a separate room if the care people providing the care think that's better. Nothing like being treated like a grown-up. The problem is that both of these men, grown men, have very protective, controlling parents. And it's very difficult for her, who has brought her daughter up to be more independent and more just giving her the ability to choose her own life, like allowing her to have her boyfriend stay and stuff, grown-up stuff. And they're not like that. They've not allowed their children to have that same liberation, freedom. She finds it very difficult because they're very controlling. More troubling for her is that the flatmate of her daughter's boyfriend is also very controlling of him. Yes, the old do unto others as you have done to yourself situation. And of course he seems obviously to be one of those guys quite easily controlled, and she really wants to intervene, but what should she do, she asks. Well, sadly, we live in a world where if you tell parents they're doing it wrong, they don't like it. They don't like it up 'em. And I am afraid I don't think it will go down very well. And may, if your daughter and her boyfriend has a future, get in the way of love and flowers tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So, what would my advice be? Well, I think the answer is to support your daughter, as you're doing, and make your home a safe place for him to come to get away from, one, the controlling flatmate. And trust me, that's not a disabled thing. I've had some flatmates in the past that, quite frankly, I really needed to get away from. They weren't actually flatmates, by the way. They were just mates who ended up sleeping in my flat because I couldn't go to get rid of them. But anyway, you know who you are. And then make it so that he feels that independence that you've given your daughter and sees how beneficial it is to him. Then he may rebel. Yes, you may plant the seed of rebellion in the man and make him stand up for himself. And then, if you can get him to stay, that's great. I applaud it. And I suppose it's sort of that thing of just being a nice sort of person and saying, you don't have to part with that rubbish. But without kind of getting too involved, because if you do, you can alienate everybody else, if you see what I mean. It's a terrible problem that disabled people have to put up with. This whole thing of, parents wrapping you in cotton wool and telling you they know better than you and thinking you're still a child even though you're an adult. So that's kind of it, really, is sort of be the only sort of adult he seems to be in contact with who treats him like an adult. And I think that will be the seed. I've seen it myself. I'm very lucky. My parents really did treat me like a, person, and didn't, really mollycoddle me at all. But I met other disabled people who were, and who, on meeting me, kind of went, ooh, rebellion, I like this, and kind of freaked out a bit. And you may find this happens. You may find it kind of bounces back the other way. But that will be good, I hope, or not. It might not be good for your daughter because he might get all kind of, hey, let's go have fun. But yeah, it probably won't happen. I'm putting the fear of God in you here. But what I think is that basically be the adult that tells him he can be the adult he wants to be. Support your daughter and let him have some fun. Let him escape all the control. But yeah, don't plough in there going, you're all doing it wrong, you're being horrible, and the flatmate, stop being a git, flatmate. It won't go down well. Anyway, I hope they helped, Carla. It was a bit rambly, but there you go. Back again soon for more Love Lounge. And don't forget, if you've got any questions you would like myself or the wonderful Emily to answer, drop us a line here at the Love Lounge and we will see what we can do. Right, with that, I'm going out. It looks like a lovely day. I'm going to get some Z's. Rays. I've had some Z's. Would you take advice from this man? Bye-bye.